Okay, so in this video we're going to start talking about section 6.2, which is exponential functions. So all the videos throughout this unit are going to talk about different ideas with exponential functions and some application problems dealing with finances. We're going to classify it as growth or decay. We've kind of already done this in the previous lesson. And we're going to calculate the growth of an investment under different conditions. So let's go here. We've seen this before. This is a form of an exponential function, and I've actually done this in past videos. B is the base, and that is also our multiplier. Okay, so that's what we called it in the previous examples. It's a positive real number other than 1, and x, any real number, can equal 0. If it equals 0, we're no longer exponential. It'd be a straight line. A is our initial value. Let me erase this because it's coming out not so neat. Okay, so A is our initial value. Okay, and this is the basic function for an exponential equation. So we're just going to do this first problem here. We want to identify the y-intercept. Well, as far as the y-intercept is concerned, we know that x is going to equal 0. And we've talked about this before, so let's plug in 0 and see what we get. Well, anything to the 0 power is 1, so y is equal to 5. So notice our initial value is also our y-intercept. Okay? If you think about it, if we're doing something with population growth and we haven't counted any of the years yet, we start at the y-intercept because there's been 0 years calculated to determine the actual growth. So the initial value is our y-intercept. So I know that this is growth, and the reason that I know this is growth is because our multiplier is greater than 1. Okay? Our multiplier in this problem is 3, so I know it's growth. So I'm going to be at 5 for my first equation. And then if I plug in 2, that's 9 times 5. We're going off the graph here that I've given you. But basically, we know that this exponential function has this kind of J-type shape to it, or kind of a half of a really wide parabola, has this slow trend to the right, and as we get closer and closer to the intercept, it starts to curve up, and the minute we start getting to these positive numbers, it starts to shoot up. And this is what our exponential graph is going to look like. Biggest idea is y-intercept is the initial value. I know it's growth because my multiplier is greater than 1.